Hello students, today we are going to start our new chapter for class 7th, Congruence of Triangles. So let's start this. Now I am showing you two objects. These are the figures of two dusters. Now when you observe these two dusters, they are equal. Now, when we take the two sharpeners, these are the sharpeners which are of the same company. Now here, observe this. Now take two marker pens. Now can you tell me something about these two markers? Now again I am showing one more object. These are the two pencils of the same company. Now can you guess what property all these objects holds? Now one more object is there. Now by observing these all objects, we get a point that all these objects are of same company. All these objects are of same shape. Also, one important thing is that all these objects are of equal size also. Here, both the markers are of equal in length. Both the pencils are equal in length. Both the sharpeners are equal in all aspects. Both the dusters are equal in all aspects. Similarly, these two boxes are. Now, the property which all these objects holds, that is, the object which are equal in shape as well as size are called congruent objects. When you keep one duster on the another one, so like this, are you able to see the duster which is downside of this? No. Similarly, when I am keeping these two sharpeners one over another, so the sharpener which is of silver color, are you able to see from this side? No. Same will happen with these two boxes. We are not able to see the box which is downside of this upper box. So, the concept again says that these objects are equal in shape and size. They overlap each other. Now take one more example. Your palm. When you keep your one palm over another, now we are not able to see the palm which is downside. We are able to see only the palm which is upside. Now we will turn, so we can observe this one palm only, not the downside one. So this is the concept of congruence figure. Congruent objects. All these are congruent objects where they are equal in shape as well as equal in size. Now let's talk about the geometric figures. See, these two are the circles. Now when I keep one circle over another, now let's take this side of this. Are you able to see? Can you see the circle which is downside of this red circle? No. Now again, one more example. These are the two triangles. When you keep one triangle over another, so we are not able to see the triangle which is of the downside. Let mark this triangle as P, Q, R and this one as A, B, C. Now, when we keep triangle ABC on the triangle PQR, are you able to see the vertex P? No. Or vertex Q? No. Or vertex C? No. That meaning the triangle ABC covers completely the triangle PQR. Now let's take in this way. Now I am keeping triangle PQR over the triangle ABC. Now can you tell me, are you able to see the triangle ABC now? No. So we can say two figures are equal in shape as well as equal in size are known as congruent figures. Now we have the chapter number 7, congruence of triangles. Now again, take these two triangles ABC and triangle PQR. Now, when we keep this triangle over ABC, we are not able to see any part of the triangle ABC. That meaning, this vertex P covered completely the vertex A as well as this vertex Q covers completely the vertex B. Similarly, this R covers completely the vertex C. So, vertex A corresponds to vertex P, vertex B corresponds to vertex Q. Similarly, vertex C corresponds to vertex R. Same in the sense of side also we can say. This side AC covered by this side PR. So, these two sides AC and PR are corresponding sides. Similarly, we can say AB related to PQ as this side PQ covers this side AB. So, we can say AB side covers PQ side, that is they are equal in length. So, the relation is AB corresponds to the side PQ. In the same way, this side BC is equal in length of QR. So, side BC corresponds to the side QR. Same way we can talk about the angles also. Angle A and P both are related to one another as they covers completely each other. So, vertex A corresponds to vertex P, that is completely covers. Vertex B corresponds to vertex Q, that is angle B corresponds to angle Q. Angle C corresponds to angle R. So, in this sense, two triangles are congruent when they are equal in shape as well as in size. As the triangles are ABC and PQR covers completely to one another. So, we can say these two triangles are congruent and side AC corresponds to side PR, side AB corresponds to side PQ, side BC corresponds to side QR. Similarly, angle A corresponds to angle P, angle C corresponds to angle R, angle B corresponds to angle Q. Now here the meaning corresponds is which part of the triangle exactly covers to each other. So that relation of these two vertex, we are saying that the corresponds to one another, or corresponds, shows the relation between these two parts. That's angle C corresponds to angle R. That is, angle C and R equal in measure. Similarly, when we are talking angle A corresponds to angle P, that meaning angle A and P are equal in measure. Similarly, angle B corresponds to angle Q, that is, angle B is equal to angle Q in measure, that is, in degree measure. Similarly, these two sides AB and PQ are corresponds to each other, that is, AB corresponds to PQ. They are equal in length. So meaning of this, BC corresponds to QR, that is, both the sides are equal in length. So in this chapter, we will talk about the congruence of triangles, how the two triangles are congruent to one another. So this is the introduction, that we can say the two triangles are congruent when they are equal in their side length and also in their angle measure.